Ron Fair.
God bless you.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north.
How you doing, baby?
We were born.
There you go.
Roll down the
We're gonna win the
west,
Super Bowl again this year.
put down the top. Crank up the beat boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We go
champ
ride it
boast.
till we just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA.
On those Rams.
What is up, my Ramelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams, the one and only NFC team recently to win the Super Bowl in the NFC West, the only NFC West team to have won two times Super Bowl champions, won 2 Super Bowl Lombardis in the post-1993 free agency era in the NFC West. No other team and no other franchise can boost that, but we appreciate them for trying. Anyway, I just wanted to come in before I go to work. I was going to come in on Wednesday, wasn't able to get into to coming in. So we're talking Rams versus Packers. We need this game. Good news. Darius Williams is back, our starting defensive back, so things will look better in the secondary. Witherspoon is back, so re-signed with us, so he's going to be in there as well. Secondary looks a lot better. Bad news. Murchison, Laurel Murchison was activated as well, and so right when we had his first practice, he broke his foot. He went back on IR. So I tweeted out to him that we're with you, brother. The review's with you. We got you, and we'll see you back soon. And he liked the post. So props to you, my brother, Laurel Murchison. You'll be back, and sooner than you know it. And I know that as disappointed as we are, we know that you are very disappointed with me not being able to go out there with your Rams brothers out there. So, yes, indeed. So, Xavier Smith is activated from the practice squad. Killer Witherspoon, Darius Williams. Xavier Smith is an interesting thing that they list that because I thought he was already activated. He hasn't even played. But anyway, I didn't see all the designations. During the week I worked. And so not able to see everything right on time, but as soon as it comes over across my board, I'll bring it to you guys. So props to you guys coming. I'm going to get right into it because I got to get to work today. Rockanura says, "Go Pack, go!" Yeah, go. Sal, how you doing? Go Rams! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Soccer, my guy says it must be a win tomorrow. Already, our season is on the line. Me and Stock go back and forth. A loss is horrible for us. We go 1-4, but it's not on the line yet. Remember, we were 10-7 last year. We just don't have our guys, but we should have won that Bears game. But even if we get 1-4, it sucks. But we have 3 more losses to go if we want to make the playoffs. The Niners have to lose. So, looking across real quick to the Niners versus the Seahawks. Is there a way that they can both lose? It'll be the one time, and I can't even bring myself to say it, that I'll be rooting for the Niners, but maybe not, because I think the Seahawks will have some losses on their own in the upcoming weeks. So it's better if the Niners get a loss. So as I'm thinking about that in real time, no, I'm still rooting for the Seahawks. So as a Stockton, you are right. Yes, indeed. Stockton says Niner fans are about. Yeah, so I toasted to that. I'll bring all that stuff with me tonight. I'm gonna hang out with you guys tonight for a later night stream, probably about 9:30 ish. So you guys look forward to hang out, and I'll bring you some fun stuff too. So what he's talking about is, that garbage stadium that they call Levi Stadium. That, by the way, the Niners don't even own. They rent that stadium. Imagine renting a. I mean, next thing you know, you're going to see JJ and Mama, what's her name from Good Times? Help me in the chat. You know, they probably saw that stadium, and Niner fans were like, "Damn, damn, damn!" That old meme with the Good Times family. So they don't have a canopy like SoFi Stadium. It's one of the hottest stadiums in the league. This is not a made-up story. The Niners put in for the NFL. Can we please wear white jerseys? You know, because we're South Francisco now. We're not really San Francisco. We're South Francisco. We're Santa Clara. You know, they make them a little more soft. You know, as my guy Grant Cohn will tell you. You know, Kyle Jusek, however way you say his last name, Juice, was tweeted about, Grant Cohn's lurking in the locker rooms. I don't know if you guys seen that. If you want to see my post, and I go, well, why is he worried about reporters in the locker room? Nobody's going to talk to him. He's been healthy for 4 games, and nobody cares. and then of course I had to be an ass, and I put teams that win Super Bowls don't care about reporters being in the locker room. And I showed all of our guys with the Super Bowl with the Lombardi, Donald, but that was a weird tweet that they you know, some of the players, the soft ones, don't like Grant Cohn calling as it is. And it's just funny. They're so used to having their asses kissed. But it's funny. I just had that too. So I had a good time. Tracy Megan. That's like, yeah, it will be hot. Man, listen. That stadium, listen, I'm going to give the Niners props for a second. Okay. So I don't always just beat on them. But those 5 Super Bowls for the Eddie DeBarlo Jr. era and Bill Walsh era, you know, much respect to those, because that's when the Niners were the Niners. They were a pain in our side. You know, we got to the championship game twice in the 80s, in the middle of the Niners' heyday in 85 and 89. And I always bring them up because, to me, as a Ram fan, that's our real rival. The Seahawks are new. The Arizona Cardinals, we don't really consider – they're our rival for sure. But, you know, we've had very good luck with it. But this goes way back. So that's why whenever you say, why do you always talk about the Niners? 2 things. Number one, the main thing is I like making fun of them. To me, it's the Ram fans' birthright to make fun of the Niners, okay? And 2, all the way back from the Y.E. Tittle, Crazy Legs Hirsch days, the Rams and Niners hated each other. And all the way through Jack Youngblood, Jim Youngblood, Hacksaw Reynolds, the Rams hated each other. All the way through London Fletcher, James Laurinaitis days, the Rams hated each other. All the way through to Aaron Donald, and up to now, the Rams and Niners hated each other. So this is why I mentioned them mostly, because that's the team that is that's going to be one of the better teams in the NFL with the roster they have right now. So that's why I mentioned it, just to give you guys. But yeah, they're going to be hot. They were saying, can we wear white jerseys? It's going to be hot. So they know they're going to have to wear those red jerseys that they wore going down the escalator game. That's the Bang Bang escalator game. We need to make a patch and post it that shows an escalator with a bunch of Niner fans with red jerseys going down, and they can put that on their jersey. Matter of fact, next time I go to the Rams Niner game, I'm going to see if I can get some made, and I'll hand them out to them. Welcome. Here's your patch. Or not a patch, that's too expensive for them. A sticker. I have Ram fans who are wearing stickers. There you go, right off the top of my head. That'll be part of my gear. That someday will come. Someday, when you're awful alone. I can't even. Oh, anyway. AZ says it's time to mount up, Amelia. Let's go, Rams. Rudy, what's happening, my guy? Going good, man. I'm ready for this game tomorrow. I'm looking for the Rams offense to finally get into another gear. Hopefully Blake Corum will get some runs, and but now with the secondary better now with Darius Williams back there and Witherspoon working in cohesion, and honestly too, Quentin Lake's had a pretty good season. It hasn't shown because our secondary struggled. Tre'Davious White has had some instances where he's knocked some balls away. But honestly, he's not getting a lot of calls. A lot of starting DBs get. If you look at the Lions secondary, they get calls. They get some calls that against guys like Puka Nacua, grabbing jerseys and stuff, and they are starting to get flagged more as teams complain. But a lot of the stuff that Tre'Davious White is doing, They wouldn't get called with other teams for some reason. But he has to earn that respect back, I guess. But he was on his way to being, one of the better. He was one of the better cornerbacks in the league. So hopefully he'll get back to that. Fresh Speaker says, Rams playing the shell game with injuries. You're off the DL. Oh, shoot. You're back on the DL. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm so sorry, man. That man, can you imagine you're back off the DL or off the IR, and you go out there and you're doing your stuff and you break your foot. Probably a fracture or something, but man, Rams, baby, Skyman says. Jack says, go, Rams, go. Yes, indeed. Tracy says, 49ers CX Thursday, isn't it? Not tomorrow. Or did I mishear? Sorry. No, it's not tomorrow. I thought it was Monday night. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Maybe Sunday night. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. That's going to be a good game, though. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. And props to, the last game I was tweeting out. Thursday night, sorry, 5:15. Thank you. Thursday night. So we don't have to wait so long. Well, we do have to wait long. MS says we need two new linebackers right now. Man, I just want Omar Space. I want to see what he gets. I was. Listen, I'm going to say this. If you're on my team, I support you. I know you're trying the best you can, but when you got to make a move, you got to make a move. Now, I've seen a lot of plays, especially in that Bears game, where Reeder was out of position. So was Rosenboom, and there was bigger. I mean, even if you had guys that were on the just below a Pro Bowl linebacking crew, we would have stopped a lot of those plays, man. You got to fill those holes. You can't let your guy run you off plays, and you're not going to be 100% with that. But there were some plays where they got some big yards, and you're like, where are you at? I would like for us to implement Spates in there at least. Get his feet wet. Let him get some plays in there. Nell Carter. What was her name? I'll tell you right now, because now it's bothering me. I'll tell you right now. Good times, mom. I should know this. Florida Evans. Florida. Hey, Florida. Florida Evans. Yes, indeed. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys something. Florida. I used to watch that show along with The White Shadow. If you guys ever watched The White Shadow, I used to watch it. Check this out. So, like as my comment for some of you guys that are younger guys, I'm an older dude, so I remember this show. I love this show. Let me show you real quick. So here we go. Let me add it and represent it. And let me make this bigger for you. That's what she said. Or he said. No, it's not right. Anyway. Hold on. Hold on. I got it better. Hold on. Hold on. Got it bigger, better. Here we go. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Here we go. So there's a better. At the stage. There you go. So there's the Niner fans saying, damn. Imagine showing up with your tickets and it's 109. Oh man, we remember those days at the LA Coliseum when the Rams came back. And man, this is cool, but wait a minute, it's hot as hell. There's like 3 escalators in the whole building too. Oh man. Niners versus Cardinals tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and hopefully, remember how we overlooked the Cardinals? Allegedly, when they whipped our ass. Because you had the Detroit game and the Niner game, backwards. Detroit game and the Niner game sandwiched in between. And the Arizona game was sandwiched in between those games. Could we have been looking past them? But when you tip our cap to Kyler Murray, I told you it was a one-off. he shows flashes of that game, but not a full game like he did. And so that's why I was like, well, that was a good game. You just tip your cap to him. AMS says Packers are banged up. Yes, indeed. Man, listen, the walking wounded around the NFL, man, it's crazy. Casey says, 49ers are still a pain in your ass. Really, why are you talking about that's like 100 years ago? Yeah, AMS says we win and we got it. The Raiders next. Man, we got to get these 2 next games, man. We got to get the Raider game for sure. We even up our record. Yes, indeed. Florida. Yes, indeed. Thank you, ESG. Hammer Time says the gig is up. Rams win at SoFi. MS says McVay gets too close to his players and he needs to find a way to bench them. He needs to find it hard to bench them. Oh, sorry. He gets too close to his players and he finds it hard to bench them when they need to be benched. Yep. I feel that way sometimes too. Michael Martin says, what's happening with me? I'm doing good, brother. Appreciate you. Super Ram Champ says, Puro Pinche Rams. Yes, indeed. Puro Pinche Rams. Michael Martin says, I will be at SoFi tomorrow. Love that. Watching my Rams beat the Packers. Maybe I will. I got to find out from my buddy if they're going to go. But I was like, man, I don't know about it. It's going to be hot. We'll see. I want to wish a happy birthday to Michael Hoyt. Happy birthday, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, we turn our attention to the Packers. We got to get this win, baby. We got to get this win. And also, too, because it's LA Rams and LA Dodgers are in the playoffs, you know, we go hand in hand, baby. Los Angeles Rams, LA team, hashtag LA teams. Good luck, Dodgers, in the playoffs. Yes, indeed, with Matthew Stafford, Glock 9, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on the limb and say he is the greatest quarterback to ever play, aside from my guy Jim Everett, who didn't have the time, enough good teams around him with the woman who should be nameless to put around him. But I would put Jim Everett's talents along there with Matthew Stafford, except he didn't get to show it. They were good in their own right. Matthew Stafford was better at the no-look pass, and he was able to play with the Rams and all that stuff. But Jim Everett, man, he took his backseat to nobody. In an era where you had Joe Montana, you had John Elway, you had Warren Moon, you had the great Dan Marino. I already mentioned John Elway, Jim Kelly. Jim Everett led the league in touchdowns back-to-back seasons, man. He was an amazing quarterback. But yes, indeed, good luck to the Dodgers. And I cannot wait for hopefully our pitching staff will do a Tommy Lasorda a tribute, and they'll play better than they've been playing because everyone's beat up, man. Yes, she says the Packers extended a lot of energy coming back from a 28. Oh, that's a great comment. Yes, she deficit against the Vikings. They're banged up. Man, that's a great comment because it's tough when you come all the way back and all for naught. Exactly, that's a great comment. Super Ram Champ says score prediction. I'm gonna say Rams 27, Pack 20 with the late field goal for them, and then we hold them off. Tracy Meehan says, how is Malik Willis more efficient QB than Jordan Love this year? It's a crazy. Tracy, that happens to me all the time, man. I'll actually be tweeting something, and I'm looking at it just real quick because I usually do in between work or I'm on a break or something, or I get ready to go through a whiz or something, and I just think of something real quick, and I got to bring it back. So if you ever see a tweet and I bring it back, that means I saw that I corrected it. But I hate that with my phone, man. I'm like, that's not even a word. It'll change the word. I got to turn that off, but I'm just lazy to do that. Fabian says Stafford is a lion. He will retire lion, not a ram. No, he's a ram. He's a lion because he played there for so many years, gave his blood, sweat, and tears, and he appreciated the fan base and all that. But he's a ram now. So it's just like Big Wit. He appreciates the Bengals, but they have their quarterback now. But he'll always have ties to Detroit, and that's okay. I don't have any problem with it. He won our Super Bowl. I'm good with that. Let's get into a clip. What time is it? Okay, let's get into a clip. Here we go. Let's do Charlie Day.
experience, confidence, production when he's played. So, all of those things are reasons why we were so excited to be able to get him back. And so, this guy got a great concept trigger, just a natural feel.
Let's talk about Darius Williams.
Experience, confidence, production when he's played. So, all of those things are reasons why we were so excited to be able to get him back. And so, this guy got a great concept trigger, just a natural feel. Certain guys have a knack for being able to get their.
So basically, he's happy that Darius Williams back. So me too. That's going to be a huge difference. So that's going to help there, along with Witherspoon being back. I don't know why I'm with my guy Jake Ellenbogen. Why do we call him back? What are you doing? Travarius White hasn't been hurt, but he's working himself back, and he's not getting the calls. And expect a guy coming off of 2 major knee surgeries to be hanging with these fast dudes. Jennings, if you could start for any team, and then you got the guy from Detroit, who the hell was that? I don't know. He was running too fast. So that is that. Things will work out in the secondary. And then here's our guy, Jared Verse, talking about how he's doing stuff.
That's a lot different. I mean, we go from being just a straight DN to an outside linebacker, handing the dirt to standing up, rushing to dropping into coverage sometimes. So, it's kind of a transition, just kind of learning the new techniques and everything like that. I'm doing things I've never had to do. I'm being put in positions I've never had to be in, but it's positions not just for me to succeed, but for the team to succeed. So I have to get a better grasp on that.
There it is. And so that shows you even though these guys have great skill sets, they're learning other players around them. He does have Fisk with him, and Fisk is coming on, man. They're playing really good. Like, okay, here's their level right here. I'm just do it this way. Here's their level. But if they didn't miss some plays early on, they would be like up here in the stratosphere, man, because they as good a season as Fisk and especially Verse is having, they could be so much better if they there's some plays they left on the field, but that's okay. They're learning as they go, and like he's talking about that, getting your hand in the dirt, doing some of the stuff that you recognize, but learning some other stuff. That's just the way that goes. I think somebody made up a fake Jim Everett account. Unfortunately, we're losing tomorrow. Advertise says 31-27 Rams, first game above 30 points. I would love that, man. We're so due. We're so banged up in the secondary, in the wide receiver core with our 2 guys, our main guys. It's like having a 4-barrel shotgun, and 3 of your barrels are gone, even though there's 2 guys. But that's what gives you an idea of how the other guys are learning. Demarcus Robinson is a complimentary player. Whittington is doing his thing, but he's still learning. We were very spoiled with Puka Nacua last year, and Tutu Atwell has already shown what he can do in one of the games, being a major factor. We just have to keep doing that. He is a small stature dude, but I'll be looking for that. Tracy, Jim, I see this as get a right hand for the pack too. Fabian says still not a fan at the end. Oh, Tracy Megan says and get right one game. King of Fox says, come on, Rudy, you're always talking about my. Why? Explain why. All right, let's see. Oh, Fabian says still a Ram at the end. We'll see. He considers himself a Ram, though. Honestly, we're talking about Matthew Stafford. Yeah, she says, I hope the Rams win this game because I can't listen to any silly trade rumors that, man. I'm surprised Michael Lombardi hasn't been a thorn in our side this year. But, and then I had to scold Peter Schrager talking about, teams like the Ravens and so-and-so should give the Rams and Cooper Kupp a call. Get out of here, dude. We're still trying to win the Super Bowl. We started out slow. We have some games to still lose to still make it to we just got to get to the playoffs. We want to win the division, but we just got to get to the playoffs. And so, but yeah, it was like, get out of here, man. That's like throwing in the towel, giving away Cooper Kupp. Kimo says, Tracy here. Tracy, same here, but Rudy is chill. Appreciate you guys. Here's the comment they were saying. Tracy, Mufasa. No, I'm not a fan, but just like to crash through these streams. That's appreciate you guys. You guys are always good when you guys come in, so appreciate you guys. David says, just like Brady ain't no buck. I can see that, but the thing about, okay, let me just say that you have a great point, and it's up to Matthew Stafford, but because of the Ramelia, Ramley, we not me, the way that Matthew Stafford was saved by the Rams, and the way it's a family unit with Sean McVay, Les Snead, GM, and Stan Kroenke, and basically they've given Matthew Stafford everything that he wanted. They bring in players that he needed for him. They brought in 2 great running backs for him. They extended him his contract because he wanted that. It's kind of like you turn your page on your first love, but now you're married to this one who you love as much, or maybe even better. So there you go. So I understand what you're saying, but no, the way the Rams and Matthew Stafford's situation is, I don't foresee that. Let's see. Michael Martin says Tutu gets 120. Man, I would love that. 2 touchdowns. I would love for Xavier Smith to get a couple of deep run backs. I would love for Fisk and Verse to both get a couple of sacks, maybe a sack fumble. I would love for the land shark to be to show his face, so to speak, in the defensive secondary with Witherspoon and Williams back and get a pick 6. We will see. I wish some of those things would happen. Tracy says, "What are we about to play, Mufasa?" Sam says, "This game at SoFi will tell me what I need to know about the Rams this season." Woo! A statement game by the Rams, he says. Tracy says, "Mufasa, I know and the Seahawks on Thursday, believe." Yep, it's Thursday. I verified that. Like Wayne Kelly Rams says, "Or let me Ramelia. Let's get that dub horns up." Yes, indeed. Hammer Time says, "Some better Niner fans with nothing to do but troll your street." Oh, it's okay. These 2 guys are okay. It's okay. Still trying to get back at us from the big out we laid on them. These 2 guys are okay. It's fine. It's fine. That is funny though. Okay, let's get to another clip. Working towards Sunday, baby. Working toward tomorrow.
Doesn't matter who we're trotting out against, man. I'm trying to score a bunch of points.
I want to get to this comment real quick, and I appreciate the sentiment because only good teams win the Super Bowl, great teams win the Super Bowl. But where did it go? Where did it get? Oh, Fabian says Stafford needs a super team to win. No, if you put Matthew Stafford on a team that's well run with a decent team, he's going to lift them up. He's shown that he can carry teams on his back, even at the age that he is now. But when you face other juggernaut teams, you got to have some players. Ask Steve Young when he couldn't beat the Dallas Cowboys twice in the NFC Championship game, and then they had to go out and get Deion Sanders, despite Steve Young still having Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Roger Craig, that great offensive line, the mind of Bill Walsh, George Seifert at that time. And then on defense, Ronnie Lott and Charles. Well, I don't think they had Charles. I don't remember if he had Charles Haley, but you know what I mean. They had great both sides. But they still needed to go out and get Deion Sanders to win the Super Bowl. Now it's funny that you say that because Brock Purdy had a great team last year and he didn't win. You see how it all dials back? Like whatever people throw at me, I'm just like, well, what about this? But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm gonna see you guys tonight. Come and hang out with us. It'll be hours away from kickoff. I gotta get ready for work, unfortunately. But I appreciate you guys coming in on this unannounced stream. Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Before you leave, and appreciate each and one of you guys. Love each and one of you guys. And remember, it's all in football. We just have fun here. And as we always say, may the Remilia be with you. And Remiliators, mount up. I'll see you guys tonight about 9:30. I'll set the alert up close, so look for it. And I'll talk to you guys later tonight. Let's see. To the end of this. I got too many damn videos.